Hello everyone and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. In the last episode, we came up here to the secret area of the Believer's Paradise at the top of Kashapa Falls. And this episode, what we got up there was an ether flower, which Batu wanted us to get for him to give to us as a gift. Yes, I know. This episode, we are going to be continuing with that and continuing on with a fair few side quests, mostly some here and then some in Colony 6. Colony 9, bah. As such, we will not be going into Colony 6 yet. That will be next episode, so people know. Also, you may notice for the next... what am I planning on recording tonight? 4 or 5 episodes? I'll sound like I have a bit of a lisp. You know what when I make an S, it'll sound a bit like this. This is because I did a stupid thing. Long story short, I was eating an egg wrap, and I bit down very hard, and apparently my stupid mouth could not tell the difference between an egg and my tongue. So I bit down on both sides of my tongue quite hard. My tongue has now swollen up to a significant proportion of my mouth, which means that making certain S sounds is a bit more difficult. I'm hoping it'll go back to normal, but we'll see. But yes, for now, our goal is to head back to Gerugu over here. No, not Gerugu, Batu.
This ether wisdom, such beautiful flower.
Hopefully this was the voice he had last time, because this is a new recording session.
Batu will be so happy. Batu use it to thank friends.
Well, that's that. Yeah, all that hard work and effort was worth it. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't even break a sweat. You'll notice some of these things are repeated.
Huh? You already helped Batu? But Batu bad not on.
Oh, Batu want to give you thank you present.
But Batu knows he now just caused trouble for you.
Next time, Batu tell Gerugu before going anywhere. I could not get flowers, so I found other presents as well. This present for helping Batu. Thank you so much. So that completes with even more gratitude and gives us the Grand Gear and the Electric +3. Now, sounds like we got some level ups as well for everyone. Yay! Affinity coins for all. And that's about it for now. But let's see, we can't do any new skill links or anything. Let's see. That electric up is nice on a Sharla weapon, but that spit cluster is pretty good for now. So I am not gonna mess with that. But electric plus buffs Thunderbolt, which is Sharla's most powerful attacking move, so that's pretty cool. Is it Grand Gear any good? It'd be alright on Shulk, alright on Sharla, and alright on Ryan. That should be very good on Sharla. Let's put it on Sharla. Right, with that, we've got one more quest line I want to do in the refugee camp, so let's head over there. And we have this guy here with his ridiculous hat. This is Ernest. We got something to tell you. Want to hear? There's an everlasting ether deposit not far from here. I have no idea what this accent is, but I'm going to commit to it. Do you know about it? I'm all ears. The location's a secret, but it's your lucky day. I'm going to tell you. You sure you're not... Yeah, that's Ryan even. You sure you're not having a laugh with us? Because I ain't buying it. It sounds too good to be true. You don't have to believe me. Ain't no skin off my back. It's you'll be losing out. Suppose it can't hurt to go take a look. Or smell a rat. So what's it going to be? You going or not? Just make your minds up. So, he says apparently there's an everlasting ether deposit very close by. Leave the camp, head right into a small cave where it's supposedly concealed. Let's head over to exactly where it's describing. Oh, yep. Well, he's just saying what I just read out. There we go. So, we have technically been here before. This is in Kisk Cave. So, here in Kisk Cave is an absolutely normal ether deposit. We know this because we've been to it before. And if we approach it, indeed, it says, here we go, examine. This is what he was talking about. It's just a normal ether deposit. There's nothing special about it. What a bastard. Let's actually harvest this ether deposit, because while it's not infinite, it's still something. And let's go head back and talk to Ernest. You checked it out and it was just a normal ether deposit? Then a load of monsters came out? That didn't happen. Weird. Maybe I travelled too quickly. That shouldn't have happened. No need to moan though, you made it out alright, didn't you? Anyone can make a mistake, right? Though I suppose you did go. Here's a reward for you. And there we go. Shockingly, we were misled in a quest called Ernest's Fibs, but we got a lime bangle, so that's something. What's that do? Blaze defense. That would have been potentially handy against the M64 that does blaze, but other than that, not a lot of stuff does on a regular basis. Cool. Anyway. He has now another quest for us, which is... well, we'll see. Alright, sorry about last time. Did you ever find any everlasting ether deposits? I'm here to listen. Yeah, what's the story? What? Taking your time, ain't ya? I had a look at the records. Now I know where it really is. I can tell you if you want to know. Why'd you look at me like that for? Everyone makes mistakes. This time I really know. But we all know what happened last time. We just can't trust you. You're really not lying this time? I weren't even lying before. I just got it wrong, didn't I? You can trust me. I'd like to say I can, but... well, whatever. I ain't gonna force you. Do whatever you like. So this gives us Earnest Mischief. There's a supposedly endless supply of crystals in a cavern on the edge of Ragwell Lake, southeast of the bridge. Go there and find out if that's really the case. So, in order to get there, it is down here, in the Tranquil Grotto, so let's walk to Ragwell Bridge North and go from there. Now, our goal is down here, but there's a big sardy around there, and I think there are bigger ones in the cave, potentially, so I'm actually going to change it to... if you make it so it's raining or it's nighttime, the enemies that are through here won't spawn, which is important, because that's a level 78 sardy, which will quite frankly tear me a new proverbial. So, once we head inside... there you go, here's the Tranquil Grotto, and it's just full of wisps instead, which is much less threatening. With that, what a surprise. Well, we'll use the ether deposit, just to check. I mean, it's a large water deposit, that's something, but no, there's absolutely no, it's not endless at all. This is the one. It's just an ordinary ether deposit. And the Assault Flammy has appeared, which is too low level to even attack us, but let's put it out of its misery anyway. Yeah, silver chest is not to be sniffed at. With that, let's head back to Earnest again. What? Still just normal crystals? And monsters appeared again? Looks like I got it wrong again. Everyone fails from time to time, ain't they right? So you figured out I'm having you on. Your problem is you're too trusting. Anyways, I had a laugh. You deserve a little something. What a bastard. But that gets us Earthcloak 2, which hides us from enemies on the ground, kind of movement-wise, which reduces the detection range of ground monsters by 20%, which can be handy in certain specific situations. With that, he offers a third quest. Ain't you had enough yet? You're a glutton for punishment. Oh yeah, I got something I really need you to help me out with. There's a grave on the cliff north of Kashapa Falls. Do you know whose it is? I'm here to listen. Why, who knows, but there we go. So you don't know then? It's my friend's grave. Can you put these flowers on it? You probably don't believe me, but I'm telling the truth this time. Never mind, I've lied to you twice already. No way you'll believe me. I do, I can see it in your eyes. I can't be 100% sure, but I feel like you're telling the truth this time. Really? You really believe me? What's this? I'm feeling a bit guilty. Don't be like that. I'm sure you had reasons for lying when you did, but I believe what you're saying now. I mentioned the flowers for the grave, right? Will you do it for us? Sure. Do you really trust me now? No. But thanks, but don't go trust me too much. I won't. So, it says watch out for Turkins, and go to his grave north of, well, his friend's grave, not his grave, unfortunately, he's still alive. And being a twat, because Sharper Falls is over here. Probably the easiest way for getting there, actually, will be to reverse our trek from the Believer's Paradise. And then where we're looking for is just down here. Am I going to survive this? Ooh, yes.
Too well.
Hang in there. Don't give up.
And with that, we can place the flowers on this grave. It's Ernest Flint's grave. Let's place the flowers. What's happening? It's the one that killed his friend. Yes, the arrogant Turkin is apparently back to finish the deed. He's fortunately not too difficult of a thing to fight, so I'll just do that. And with that, we've taken him out. So we can grab the contents of this chest, and then let's head for a final time back to Ernest. So a monster rushed you when you put the flowers down. Oh, I knew he'd be there. Did you take him down? Oh, I can't thank you enough. It's finally over. Someone lied to me and my friend that there were crystals there. We went, but there was nothing. Then on the way back, we was jumped by a Turkin. My friend died to protect me. It still gives me nightmares. I haven't been able to trust anyone since. But you trusted me and you went to put the flowers on his grave. You even got revenge from my friend. Thanks, I really mean it. Good, it was our pleasure. Right, it was well worth the effort. Here's a little something from me and him. And this concludes Ernest's cycle of quests. And yeah, I can understand what they're going for with that. He's like, he felt like he was lied and misled there, and he's kind of internalized that. But it also still doesn't necessarily excuse him being an asshole. Anyway, that's us actually basically done in my honest leg. But no, we aren't going on to Colony 6 yet. Because first off, I want to do collectibles. Oh yes, we have got everything, wonderful. So, clocking in nature gets us a bind resist 2. It's handy for fighting certain arachnos, and filling in bug gets us the Grand Gauntlets, could be handy, and for all of it we get the White Cluster. Ooh, Art Stealth Vishala, that's very handy, because, so Art Stealth means you don't generate as much, it reduces the aggro you generate when you use arts, and Vishala, who definitely doesn't want arts, that's actually quite handy. But it's also less good than what she currently has on, and it doesn't have the Ether Up effect that this does anyway. So I won't be using it. With that, let's head down, I think, to Colony 6, to the military district. So, over here at night time, we have this guy here, Eric, and Monica, who will get used to all these guys, but we're going to start off with Eric.
How's it going?
I'm sorry, but I don't have the energy for be chatting with you right now. I won't get any research done. But having Eric in the affinity chart gets us access to a pair of mutually exclusive quests, the first of which is with Monica here, who's following Eric around. That's going to be important. Why, thank you for gracing me with your presence, my matchmaker. Confused? Oh, but why? I was merely thinking you were of the agreement you and I were about to make. I'm all ears. I'd like to hear too. You really can't guess, so we are slow now, aren't we? Aren't I talking to the person who can get anything for anyone? Which leads me to my request. I want a Tefra Drop. If you give it to another along with words of love, they fall for you, and you will be together forever. This gives us romantic notions of a girl. Collect a Tefra Drop from the Spring of Grief in Tefra Cave. You will? You'll do it for me? Yes, it's all coming together. Not long before my dreams become reality now. But this gives us a vision. That Monica, eh? She scrubs up well, but I'm not looking for anything serious. Heh, if she gets all soppy on me, I'll dump her and move on. Monica married him? But why? How could she pick Eric? She doesn't know what she's really like. He's just using her. Just a little longer, Eric. Soon we will be together. Huh? Is there something you'd like to tell me? If not, I suggest you be on your way. No sweat, we'll be done before you know it. Yeah, we'll sort this out for definite. So, as you can imagine from that vision introduced us to the character of Andreas, who is the other half of this love triangle. Well, not half, other member of this love triangle. Oh no, I'm running out of time. Why won't you listen to me? I'm all ears. Good boy, right? Actually, it doesn't sound right. Listening is an important skill. Hey, you're starting to sound like my mum now. More like you're starting to sound like a trainer or owner, but hey. Thanks, I'm really in a bind here. There's nothing else I can do. Please, hear me out. I'm in love with this girl, Monica, but she's obsessed with Eric. If only I had a Tefra Drop, I could force Monica to fall for me. If Monica's got a thing for Eric, maybe you should call it quits. You don't understand, it's Eric that's the problem. He's no good for a girl like her, but Monica doesn't know what he's really like. You've got to help me. And so he wants a Tefra Drop to make Monica love him, so that's your deal. And this is what we have to choose here, because we'll see the outcome potentially of this one. Oh, why on Bionis did I ever marry that Andreas? It felt right at the time, so why not now? Oh, it's too late to question it, I just wish I felt happier than this. Not long now, Monica. What's wrong? You look worried for some reason. Don't forget that Tefra Drop. No sweat, we'll be done before you know it. So, the deal here is you got one of two decisions to make. Either give it to Monica to make Eric fall in love with her, or to Andreas to make Monica fall in love with her. As with all Xenoblade decisions, neither is really, in any obvious way, better than the other. But either way, we need to go and collect ourselves a Spring of Grief, a Tefra Drop from the Spring of Grief. And indeed, it's just right here at the Spring of Grief. And yes, that's an update for romantic notions of a girl and romantic notions of a boy. As I've mentioned, these are mutually exclusive quests, so whichever one you choose to complete at the point of completion, the other one will become unavailable. And I am, of course, going to show you both options. So up first, of course, I will show the route we aren't going to take. And which one of these is which? I can never remember. The outcome, in the very, very long game, the outcome is marginally better if you give it to if you give it to Andreas and make him and Monica a couple. She regrets it a bit, but that leads to other things which are useful. Don't worry, this doesn't quite cross any quests off one way or the other. It's just in terms of overall affinity. So what's not going to happen is what we're showing at the moment, of giving it to Monica, who's just following Eric around.
Hi there.
Have you got it? Oh, the wait was worth it. Oh, Bionis, I take it as a sign that Eric is truly to be mine. I'll try it out. Wait here, and I'll reward you if it works. It worked! We're gonna be together! He said yes! He's all mine at last! Well, that's that. Yeah, all that hard work and effort was worth it. Stop talking about sweat. Thank you, I'm just so happy. I think those little, things, unless it's new information, I'm gonna stop reading them up before too long. Here's the reward I promised. You'll always be close to my heart, just not as close as dear Eric. She's slightly sinister as well. But that gets us the soil gear, which we aren't going to use because that isn't what happened. No, instead what we want to do is give it to Andreas. You got it? Great, time for me to make my move. I just needed to give her this and tell her how I feel. Well, here I go, hold on a second. You'll get a reward if it works. It worked! The Tefra Drop really worked, I can't believe it. Well, that's that. Yeah, great job everyone. Thank you so much, here's your reward. This is great, I'll keep her happy for the rest of her life. And that completes romantic notions of a boy and gets a soil boots rather than a soil hat. They're all rather similar. So, with that, we've got 2 more things to do in Colony 9 this episode, which we need to do in the daytime, and let's head over to the residential district. So, here, running past us, is Noreen, who we can now update, because now Ryan and Shulk have gained more affinity. Wow, you and Ryan are the bestest of friends. I've changed my mind about Ryan. I can see he's a nice boy too. But now you gotta prove to Paola about your friendship. And she won't believe you unless you really are the bestest friends. So that updates that quest to be now raise the affinity between Shulk and Ryan considerably more. Then talk to Paola. Not got that level yet, so there we go. But with that updated, what we actually need to do is go down to this kind of corner and talk to Lucas. Last time we saw him, we got him to be friends with the Nopon boy Nira Nira. Let's check on how that friendship is going. Oh no! What am I going to do? Nira Nira went to Hazai Cape all by himself. That's a bit of a pain. Yeah, that's bad. It's Moritz's fault. He told him to go and get a Crabble shell, but a little Nopon like Nira Nira will just get gobbled up by a Crabble. So this is pride and courage. Nira Nira has taken Moritz's bait and gone alone to get a Crabble shell. You must go after him. There's no time to lose. I'll take care of Moritz. You go save Nira Nira. You've got to bring him back. Now swear, we'll be done before you know it. So, with that, where we need to go is to Hazai Cape, where we've been to before, but there's no quick way to it. It's down there. So, swimming time. Decided to mix up the visuals of the equipment a little bit, just to give Charla a definitely, shall we say, a unique look, which we'll wear for a couple of episodes at least, just to mix things up a bit. And over here on Hazai Cape is, of course, little Nira Nira.
You come to get Nira Nira? Meh, no more time.
Nira Nira, go back home then. Now Nira Nira can show Crabble Shell to Moritz. That's an amusing backfiring that Moritz was like, yeah, we'll trick him into fighting a Crabble, and he just fucking destroys it, because that's what Nopon do. They're fucking badasses when they want to be. Let's head back and talk to Lucas. Nira Nira came back just now. He's safe and sound. Well, that's that. Yeah, all that hard work and effort was worth it. I think Moritz has got something he wants to say to you. Go ask him what it is. I apologise to Nira Nira. I ain't gonna make fun of him anymore, I promise. I can't believe how brilliant he is. He actually got a Crabble shell all by himself. And thank you for saving Nira Nira, I mean. I couldn't have done it. From now on, we'll all play nice. That's more fun anyway. And then finally Lucas again. Moritz thought about what he did. We'll play together like friends from now on. It's not much, but this is a present from me, Nira Nira, and Moritz. And that gets us an attack plus that just raises attack power, which is no bad thing. With that, one more quest to do this episode is over here. Do you remember Susanna, who we we made some treats for her, or we helped her get black nectar for treats to encourage her son, who I think is Moritz, to stay in school and do his lessons. Clearly he's abusing Nopon, so that lesson didn't go down too well, did it?
Hello?
Thanks for your help last time. The black nectar did get my son studying, but not for long. Now he just eats the sweets instead of studying. When he's had enough, he just goes out to play. What is it? You're looking down in the dumps. I mean, she just explained what it was. Never mind, I won't bother you about Moritz anymore. Could I ask you for help with something else? I want to bring you to bring me 2 pieces of heavy Boniv iron. The stuff is heavy, so it might be hard work, but will you do it? What can you need something as heavy as that for? Well, exercise, that's it. I've put on weight lately. Yes, exercise is all. She's She's absolutely going to beat the shit out of her son with those if he doesn't study. That's not on. Apparently we've done that, but you can get them from Bunnives in Tefra Cave, but we've already done that clearly while I was grinding out, I think, what was it back in the day? Trying to get the Black Nectar for her, actually. Have you brought it? Thanks ever so much. Wow, this is really heavy stuff. I'd like to see my son try and avoid the studies with this tying him down. It's a foolproof plan, thank you. Heh, you'd better be ready, Moritz. Okay, so she's gonna like weigh him down so he can't go outside? Okay, don't get me wrong. Better than beating the shit out of him with a heavy iron. Still not great though, but there we go. That very short quest was Education Crazy Susanna. We're gonna end up now by just selling a load of gear I don't want. Well, I'm gonna check my gear's alright. Right, just made some slight changes, but nothing dramatic. So let's sell everything else. And with that, we'll hold it there. You'll notice I've given Ryan a bit of a Loki look now. Mix things up a bit, you know. I like to change everyone's appearance every now and again. Though I've left Shulk for now in his kind of trademark look. You know what? I'll switch Shulk up as well. Well, that's definitely a look. We'll keep that on for a little bit, just to change the visuals up a little bit. They all look very sci-fi, kind of wild sci-fi fantasy now. So there we go. Next episode, we will finally be approaching Colony 6, which we can actually almost... We're enough of those clouds, you can actually get a view up there. Because we're going to talk about the thing the game never talks about, which is how you go up the Bionis's thigh, and then you go right to Colony 6. Colony 6 is absolutely at the Bionis crotch. And I will see you there next episode. Thank you very much, and good day.